This episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons. Special thanks to our Supreme and Master Speakers, Circa Barrakiel, Remy Asalia, Saray Cypher, Omega Cat Comet, Erisu Yamakawa, Nina Grimsdaughter, Casey Schaefer, Daimos, Sisirafu Lilirafu, Lily Black, Hans Grenade, Sapa Chakwatol, Asuta Starbreeze, Faris Jantoru, Cletus Oreo, Quick Levin, Sayuri Snowfall, Luke Leonatrell, Stella Bell, Ceres, Icy Lee, Lyria Rain, Pamela Isley, Umbral Wind, Naive Arino, Celeste Raskris, Elenriel Maximus, Edwin, Bob Cece, Celestia, Fabson Voidworm, Yuling Jung, and Raimi Maverick. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/speakersxiv.
This is Speakers of Eidolon.
Good evening, Aorcians. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon, episode 182. I'm Lakeel Bravestone, and I'm joined today by Rolodes, Georgi Wiston, and Mela Vanadar. Welcome,
Hello!
everyone. I just want to preface this episode by explaining why things are a bit weird right now. I've had some problems with the computer, and things seem to be working. But then, out of nowhere, they don't. So, I'm sorry, but we'll get through this. I think this was the last. There's nothing else that can go wrong. I say that, and now I've jinxed us all. Anyways, welcome to episode 182. It is February 15th, 2020. It is the day after Valentine's, and we are just a few days away from patch 5.2 patch notes, because they were released the other day. We'll talk about the Astrid Gate, and we'll be reading through some of the Yoshi-P interviews that surfaced a few days ago as well. A lot of interesting information coming out of those as well. Stay tuned for the post-show because, of course, we will be answering questions from the Syndicate, and we will be continuing the Field and City Themes tournament bracket as well. So make sure you catch that if you're watching live. In channel updates, oh yeah, so this, finally, the right platform to say this. I've been getting a lot of DMs from people that have watched the podcast and not necessarily watched the streams, and they were then watching VODs weeks after they'd aired, and that's when they learned, oh, there are anniversary t-shirts out. They go to the store, it's gone. Okay, fine, here it is. It's back again for a limited time, I think until March 2nd. If you go to our store, I don't know any of the addresses. I think you can do, if you're watching live, it's !merch, I think. What have we done this week in 14? Who wants to start? Well, I know who wants to start. Rollo wants to start.
I've done it. I finally remembered the thing I've been meaning to say for 6 months.
Oh my god.
Half a year in the making.
Okay.
It's nothing even that special, but I've been meaning to comment about it forever. I didn't do this week, but I did this. It was a week. It was when I was playing through the MSQ again on an alt. I was going through 2.0, which I just do every once a year or so, maybe twice. And I wanted to say that I noticed that they added new items, all the altered items that we got last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they added that to the leveling quest for the MSQ, and I was wondering because I saw a lot of new players with the recolored infantry gear, like the white one, and some other stuff too, some other altered gear. Yeah. I was like, a lot of new players don't look like shit anymore, basically. And so I just thought that was kind of cool, and I wanted to point that out. That if you're starting as a new character now, you will have much more fashionable options as you level.
Nice.
That's
really
it.
Cool.
That's 6 months. I forgot every single time.
Okay.
Other than that, not much. Just more PvP, and I got Remy's 80. I said that last week. Sure.
Yeah, I think you did.
Oh, I got the 2 mounts I wanted too from the Moogle Tombstone.
Nice. So you're done.
Nice.
You're done with the event. Yeah.
Okay. I don't care about the fucking necklace.
Okay. Georgi.
Well, I'm still doing the Mog Tome thing. I still need to get 100 tomes on both my characters. So I need to work faster because it's ending soon.
Yeah.
I capped Astrologian on my main. The Astrologian level 80 quest is very pointless. It feels more nothing than other quests at level 80.
Okay. Interesting.
I still haven't done it.
I haven't done it either.
And I started leveling Gunbreaker, and that's fun. It's not, at least at level 60, it's not that complicated.
Why don't you, how are you liking Astrologian at 80 now?
Did it change anything at 80, Georgi?
I'm not going to keep playing it.
No.
Okay. Wow. You don't even like Neutral Sect?
Why would I like Neutral Sect?
Neutral Sect is super fucking cool. You get a regen and a at the same time.
Cool.
I think
every like 2 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, but
very
nice
cool, Rollo. It's very cool.
Very nice.
Well, as a scholar Rollo, I get a big shiny fairy every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Mela?
I have, of course, continued with the Moogle Tombstone thing. I'm at, I think, 241 tomes.
Okay.
So I've got the 2 mounts, the Sephiroth bird and the Magitek thing, and then I've got the necklace. And then some spares. Mostly just because MSQ, like, I just done it pretty much every day. I got Samurai to like 75 now.
Okay, cool.
You know how to play it?
Well, no, I don't know how to play it because I keep doing it only in MSQ roulette. So I know how to play it at level 50.
Yeah.
But I need to learn all of the new... Yeah, I know Hingan Banner now.
Okay.
I even used that in the MSQ roulette.
Samurai is so weird because it changes so drastically between 50 and 52 when they suddenly add positionals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to catch up on the majority of the class quests for it as well, so I think I'll do that over the next week. I finished the role quests for physical DPS today.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
They were all right.
Are you done now with all of them? Or...
I need to do the healer one still.
Right.
I'll probably start leveling Astrologian once Samurai's at 80.
You're picking Astrologian for your healer.
It's my highest one.
Oh, I see.
I just want to get there, do the role quests, and then play a real healer.
Okay.
Next one.
Yeah.
Other than that, not that much. Got my I got the artifact gift for Machinist, so I'm not a rubbish eye level anymore. I really like it. I think it's very cool.
Yeah, it does look cool.
I'm not a fan, actually.
Really?
Because I just a cowboy look.
Yeah, I don't think the cowboy look really fits Machinist. Like, I think it looks all right as an outfit together, but to go with the job, I'm like, this doesn't feel right.
I sort of know, but it has like the goggles and stuff.
Yeah,
I like it. Other than that, not too much.
Well, I haven't done much either. I've just done the Moogle thing. I guess that's all. Waiting for the patch. Okay, let's jump into recent events. Oh boy, we have a fat and juicy recent events today. Let's just start light. Well, it's not quite light. Let's start with the census. Let's start with the Lucky Man Show census. That's recently been updated. We have passed 1 million players once again. Didn't know we fell out of the 1 million players bracket, but we are back up again. It's weird how there seems to be a surge before the patch. Like during the lull. It's very strange, but yes.
Maybe it's the people that are doing like the 5.1 patch that didn't like jump back in then.
Right, that's possible. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's interesting. We saw some server distribution stuff. Again, Japan has a lot of servers, and there's like
they need it.
Well,
sort of.
No, they don't.
They don't really
need it.
They're the
that
smallest
back.
population.
Yes, I realize that.
Yeah,
they like it. I think I've said this before on podcasts, but Japan prefers their servers or their worlds to have less people overall, whereas the West prefers to have their worlds have more people.
Yeah. Other than that, NA is the biggest, Europe second, and then Japan last. Yeah, I guess there's not much more to say about it, but it is interesting nonetheless that we are back at 1 million. Despite not really reporting that we've fallen below. But yeah. Now, we need to talk about the Valentine's Day debacle. Vote Bert, we said.
Yeah,
Vote
what
Bert.
the hell is wrong with you all? I'm so disappointed.
How did Astrid win on every single server? What is wrong with you? Why did you all pick Astrid? I am so upset. You I have no words. I am so disappointed, and you have betrayed us. You've betrayed us all. I would have accepted it if Astrid was the majority, because I was expecting a majority for Astrid, but not a single server. What was Astrid? Astrid was she was the worst choice of all three.
Categorically
the worst.
Was the worst.
Of her plan.
Yeah, her plan.
Why did you pick her?
Just in general, she didn't take part in the spirit of the occasion because she wears a waiter's suit.
She wears a best man's outfit.
Everyone else joined in and wore the new outfits.
I respect everyone who voted blue or yellow.
Yes.
If you voted red, you are a traitor.
Yes.
There were a lot of, I think we talked about this last week, but there were a lot of factors that went into making sure that Astrid would have likely won. We just didn't realize that this would affect every single world.
Yeah.
There's the fact that she is a pre-existing character. There is the fact that she is the only female character against two other men. There is the fact that her outfit is red, which is the traditional color of Valentine's Day. I know you can dye it L'Occult.
Because you're saying it, and there's this person below us who did it for the exact that reason. You did say,
listen.
I wanted it in red, you said, and we're like, you fucker! You can vote Bert and dye it Dalamud red.
Straight. I am setting the record straight. I voted Bert first on my main character.
Yeah, but then you fucked up Ragnarok with your fucking Astrid vote.
It's fucking Ragnarok.
You little shit.
But here's the other thing, Rollo.
Ruin your server, not mine.
You didn't even do it for research. You didn't even
No, you didn't even read the quiz
to the story.
You didn't even read the text, so you did it for nothing.
I did it for the color because we were streaming, and I'm like, I want to wear red for the stream we're doing right now.
You could have dyed it.
You could have dyed it if you were just going to. Yeah, you could have dyed it. I would have bought you the Dalamud red if you wanted to.
How am I the problem? I did this because I have an old...
You are the problem, Rollo.
No, Rollo. You're not the problem. You're just... Your mentality was the reason this happened. Because a lot of people shared your mentality. I just want it in red. I don't want to dye it. And then they just voted Astrid. And then Astrid won on every single server. On every single data center.
I did my due diligence on my own server. I didn't do it on yours.
And then you fucked up another one. You don't care about other people. Only your own server.
And I think I ended up on neutral ground. I balanced it out.
No,
so
right.
Two
things,
I would say you ended up worse.
Our audio listeners going to hate this.
Ragnarok is the official server of the Speakers Network, so you messed up the official server.
That's right.
Secondly, I could have believed that this was a foregone conclusion based on the quest until the dev blog post, until the I guess they were data mined the text for the other quest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The devs made 2 other quest lines that will never see the light of day.
2 separate decorations for the amphitheater as well. They look way better than Astrid's, by the way. The yellow one looks so nice and crisp. I like it. We will not see that on any server, Rollo. I'm speaking directly to you, Rollo.
No, okay. I will speak. I'm going to beam thoughts into your mind with my mouth, actually. So I'm not beating them. What I'm gonna say is, it is the dev's fault for having bad options. If you have an optional thing, like a 3 choices, I mean, and everyone just picks one thing, then you did a very bad job of relaying these options to people.
I think the problem was the outfit. It seems like the outfit was what fucked everything up. Because a lot of people don't read seasonal event quests. They just want the item.
That's so sad.
I also dislike Rollo's reasoning that he just gave, because that's like saying that, like, yes, the people in charge. Control how I think.
Yeah, that's also true.
No,
I'm not responsible for my own actions. The dev's fault.
No, in all honesty, like, if you're like, these are 3 options and we're weighing them somewhat equally, and then like everyone just chooses one, then like you didn't do a very good job, I feel like, of making these options seem viable for people.
I'd agree with you, but why did everyone pick the worst option then?
Because of that.
Like, I don't disagree entirely with Rollo's perspective. The problem is that I don't like he's trying to absolve himself of all blame in this situation.
I voted Astrid on your server, so it doesn't matter to me.
You voted on a server, Rollo, and that server swung in Astrid's favor, which means you're to blame.
I voted the one that I genuinely preferred on my own server, and I voted Bert on the Ragnarok server.
Right? When we say something on this podcast, we're like, oh, vote Bert, and then Rollo goes, I'm going to go vote Astrid. You don't do that. You vote Bert.
I voted Bert. That's what I did, and then I voted Astrid.
But you didn't vote Bert on the podcast's official fucking server. That was the point, Rollo.
Did it matter?
We don't know.
Probably not.
We don't. What if there was just one vote, and it was your vote, Rollo?
If we found that out, Rollo.
We'll never know. But if that's the case, that'd be so funny, and I'm glad that I voted Astrid.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, it happened. It happened.
Also, I have an alt, so like I'm a special case, by the way.
Yeah, but out of all of us, right? Your name, Rollo, is an anagram of so red, lol.
Oh, you know what's so fucking annoying? You know what's I'm not even gonna. The annoying. I'll just say that. The annoying part. The annoying part. The annoying part is that the decorations. Shut up. In Gridania right now are just the standard decorations we've seen before.
It's nothing new. That's the trouble.
Everything's the same old shit. We could have had the decorations in different colors that we've not seen before. Gone now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rollo.
This was one of the worst Valentine's days I've ever experienced.
Yeah. Okay.
You can thank me for your server.
You sent Owain off to be the slave of some horrible woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he likes that.
No.
He didn't give me the impression he liked it.
Okay. Well, I don't know if there's anything. Should I read the dev blog? I don't know if there's any. I mean, it's rubbing salt in the wound.
If you want to see it, go to the official site.
Yeah.
Yes, if you want to know what happened if Rodrigo or Bert won, they have a summary of what would have happened, which you'll never see in game.
The blue and yellow looks so much better.
Could have had the piss yellow.
Oh,
it's not piss
it's
yellow.
Not piss yellow, Rollo.
Shut up, Rollo.
Dehydrated piss yellow.
Right. Oh, we must continue.
We must continue, even though I want to talk about this for a few more hours. There are changes coming. There are upcoming changes to Gpose with patch 5.2. Quite significant changes, actually. There's a control guide now. There's it's basically just like a little HUD thing that pops up that shows you like how to control your camera when you're in like camera mode, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure when it's supposed to pop up. Yeah, it will automatically open when you enter Gpose and can be turned on and off through the menu options.
That's useful.
Yes. There's an addition of frames unaffected by camera settings. So before, all the previous frames changed the size of the frame based on your camera's angle of view. But now not. This is not very interesting changes. But one interesting change that is coming is the addition of, I don't know why I find this funny, but they have this duty finder. You know the frame around the duty finder?
Yeah, all the ones.
Well, these are not the ones. These are the special ones. They're similar, but they're like the golden ones. They remind me of the old speakers overlay, where remember I would stretch the frames out, and they would be like pixelated, and they would all have this like cross out. Like remember the cross to cross out to close the duty finder, and it would be like oval because I'd stretched it out. Beautiful old
Simple
speakers,
times.
so pretty, tasteful. Okay.
I like the hunt one.
There's like a hunt frame now. Hunt mark frame. There's
gonna be a hunt mark.
Yeah.
You can save your lighting too.
You can save your lighting.
That's true.
That's pretty cool. And there's like a little picture of the character position and camera position. I'm just gonna do this.
You're gonna do a wall head?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Many sorry, audio listeners. He's showing.
Yeah, sorry, I'm showing the frame.
I don't care about Gpose that to this level. The thing that interests me most about this, sadly, is the UI, because it's green and orange. That's,
it is.
It's nice that it's got new colors.
Yeah.
I wonder how that will look on the light theme.
Yeah.
For example.
I think it has like a blue theme, like FFXIV kind of blue.
I agree. That's what everyone wants.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's jump into some interviews. Well, we're not going to read the interviews verbatim. We're just going to read the summaries from 4 different interviews. This was posted on the subreddit. Oh, source is missing. Missing source. Whoever did this, thank you.
This is it's a translation of 4 different interviews that Yoshi-P did with Japanese media outlets.
Yes.
FF14net, Ball Gamer, Dengeki Online, and Gamer Doni.
Yeah, this is all cool information, but do we know who did the translation? I feel like it's.
I was hoping to give you time to find that while I was reading that.
Shit. Hold on. This is fine. Usually that's included, but I guess not. Any second now. Here it is.
Any second now.
Any second now. Oh no.
It will be within the.
It will be within
seconds.
Here it is. Here it is, everyone. There it is. Fuck. Any moment. I thought
Where
it was.
the hell are they?
These were done by Carrier of Light.
Oh, it's Carrier of Light again?
Oh
yeah, it is Carrier of Light. We've read, they've translated before. Okay, thank you. I found it too. Now. Okay. So, the story. The story will be unfolding how the Scions return to the source and the true threat of the Asians will start to unveil.
The true threat of the Asians.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I thought we were aware of the true threat of the Asians.
Well, we're not, obviously.
True or true?
You think they're just trying to resummon Zodiac, but actually, they're also trying to steal our milk.
Wow, that's awful.
That's milk.
Not the milk! The rough...
Maybe moon-related stuff, I guess, or something like that.
Moon milk?
Moon milk.
Moon milk.
That's cursed. The rough image of patch 5.2 and 5.3 will be part 1 and part 2 of the finale to the Shadowbringer story. We already knew this, so it's 5.2 is gonna end on a cliffhanger. Starting with 5.2, the story will step right into the core of the story. So no
No build up.
No build up. We just straight in.
Straight in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah. So not exactly news. We pretty much knew this. Then there's the portion about Ishgard restoration. So the concept of the content is having real-time live events. So if they were asked, are all players guaranteed to participate this time, they have to say there will be cases where that won't be the case.
Yay!
In all cases, probably.
So they're sort of, I guess, just saying that the system's going to continue the way it has.
Yeah, with a limited number of events.
Yeah. With the new step in the restoration, their goal isn't to have everyone hold hands to cross the finish line. Instead, they want to reward the hard workers, which will naturally lead to restoring the area faster. You know what? I'm fine with that, because that's what they said it was going to be in the first place. And we don't really have a lot of this content in the game. So why not? It's a crafter thing. Crafters can do this shit. I don't know. I'm not a master crafter. I craft.
The issue with the last one was that the majority of events were at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Not that you were a hard worker.
That was the crafters' fault, though, because they were crafting at that hour. I guess.
Well, that's why you just go to someone else's server and take up their spot.
Yeah, but they
can't
stopped
do that anymore.
They stopped that, Rollo. So, yeah, now it's working the way it's intended, I guess. I think also because of the server jump thing, that's why it went by so quickly, because people were doing that until they shut it down. But by the time they stopped it, all of the events were done, pretty much.
Well, for the bigger servers.
Yeah. Like ours was like Ragnarok.
Like Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They admit that it was their fault for not expecting that much congestion during the previous step. Because not being able to go into the firmament was quite annoying. So those who contributed can participate. The fates will begin roughly around 30 minutes after the restoration's gauge is full. Before, it was 2 hours. So it's shortened. Yeah. In comparison to the prologue stages they implemented in 5.1, there are way more stages this time. And even if you can't participate in all of them, you should be able to participate in a lot of them.
Yeah.
So that's a good compromise, I guess. You can't join them all, but you can at least join a few of them, or many of them.
At least one.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Yeah. Well, he did say a lot of them, so
yeah.
We'll see.
So I assume more than 8.
Yeah.
Maybe even 16.
Yeah. Hey, wow, that's crazy, Rollo.
I know.
The Ishgard restoration and the ranking system will be implemented in patch 5.21, which is 3 weeks after 5.2.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Still a weird number.
Yeah. The evaluation.
Normally 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's normally 2 weeks.
It is. The evaluation of the rankings will be based on the level and quality of the item you hand in, but the key will be the mass/amount after all.
Screw that then, I'm quick synthing everything. I'm just smacking up quick synthing. Alright, well, I'm just doing rapid synth and getting it all out there. Who cares about quality?
Yeah.
Ishgard can fall down with my poor quality bricks.
Yeah, because you can't quick synth collectibles.
I know none of us really craft here, but like I want to ask the listeners and viewers a question on this. For the people that do craft very seriously, like hardcore in there, like does competitive crafting, like is that doing something for you? Like a competitive ranking board?
Well,
I know what you mean. Is it scratching the itch that you want?
Is this the end game you wanted?
Yeah.
I think it's a difficult question to ask because they haven't experienced it yet.
Yeah.
Let us know once you've had a go at it.
Yeah. Because I feel like we've discussed this was a topic when it was first implemented as well, like after the first week after it had been implemented or whatever. I thought this was like a feature they brought in because people were requesting it. Maybe not this specific. They just wanted endgame, I think. I don't know if this was it. Okay. Right. The evaluation of the rankings will be based on the level and quality of the item you hand in, but the key will be... Oh, sorry, I just read that. I just read it. The restoration won't end in 5.21. and continue on in future patches.
That's what we expected, I think.
Yeah. Fishers will also be able to participate from this stage onwards. So you can build houses with fish.
I don't think they're building houses with fish. I think
so.
they're just contributing. I think they're just contributing food like culinary.
So they'll cut off the, cod has this little beard thing. They cut off the cod beard, and then they weave it together, and you have curtains.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Don't rub it the wrong way. You're gonna get a bunch of scratch.
That's true. That's true. Be very careful with cod curtains.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Disciple of Hand, Disciple of Land, Expert, and Expert recipes. Expert recipes will be for those who have organized properly over melded gear. During these crafts, almost every turn will have some sort of happening / situation. You need to react to and choose the appropriate action for that. And choosing the appropriate action for that scene will be important.
Interesting.
So something happens.
So it's basically, instead of just good, excellent, and poor, like every now and then, there's going to be definitely something on pretty much every step.
Yeah.
Hopefully, not only will that stop macro, so you have to actually be present for these, but it will make the people who make those videos happy. Because every macro video right now is them showing the macro.
Yeah.
Graphics sucks right now. I've got to hate how they ruin craft.
Well, the next dot point essentially says macros won't be useful against this situation.
Yeah, macros won't be useful against those random situations. Yeah. They prepared a skill simulator, so they'd like players to practice using this mode before working on the expert recipes. We kind of talked about that. That's the training or practice craft, I guess. Adding expert recipes to the game doesn't mean their crafted gear for battle classes will be created using these recipes.
So what will they be making?
Yeah, I don't want this to just be for the restoration. Why would they implement like a end game system for nonsense content?
Yeah.
Like, it needs to be like glamours and stuff.
Well, it does specify that the expert recipes will involve crafting items that contribute to the Ishgard restoration. So those who are aiming for the top spots of the ranking boards should challenge these recipes.
But
it
only
sounds
involve.
like
It might not only be.
No, we'll see. The difficulty.
That's the only thing they mentioned.
Yeah, the difficulty of the 5.2 crafted gear for battle classes will be the same as usual.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's fine, because I like the glamour for the mini ones.
Yeah.
the toga.
Oh,
No, the battle gear is the competition winner.
We'll be talking about the toga later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
All right. Sky Steel tools. That's the relic for crafters and gatherers. Gatherers get it too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The content itself will be pretty simple, and it won't ask you to go there and then now go all the way over there. So good. You will be able to enhance your tools by handing in the base weapon and the items required to upgrade it. Love that they call it a weapon. Patch 5.2 will introduce gaining the base tool and 2 steps to the upgrade for that base tool. So 2 steps, that's okay. So two relic steps.
Relic designers could learn from the system.
The tools will be somewhat useful after enhancing it. And the Skysteel tools might exceed the fully pentamelded tools when the final patch arrives.
Yes.
Excellent.
That's fine. Keep it just below and then make it better. That's fine by me.
Yeah, that's how relics.
Because I will probably just keep these. I don't think I'll make tools and pentameld them.
No.
Such an effort.
Yeah. So speaking of relic, let's talk about the actual the relic that matters. Save the Queen. This content will be up. So this is the updating schedule. It'll be updated in patch 5.35, 0.45, and 0.55. Patch 5.25's story will focus on the tragedy at Bosja Citadel. So there you go. They prepared a very dense and long story as an introduction. So we're getting fat lore. Lore. There will be situations where you do need to fight, but you can basically solo most of the story.
What does that mean? What do you mean basically solo?
Maybe like
I don't actually know.
Maybe for some classes it will be harder than others.
Maybe there's like a final trial or a trial or two in between.
Yeah. Well,
we
we know that there is one trial.
We know that the extreme is only the extreme is going to be the 8-player one. The other one's going to be a solo duty.
Yeah.
When it says you can basically solo, all it just makes me think is there's going to be some sort of horrible red chocobo Armageddon again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. After you finish the story, you will be given the base weapon. Once you clear it, you won't find much trouble gaining additional weapons for other jobs. So you don't have to do the story all over again. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That sounds a lot like well, we said we've drawn parallels to this before, but a Relic Reborn was the same thing. It was very easy to get the base weapons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you get any? No, you. I think we talked about that as well. You don't get an achievement for getting all the relics for Eureka, right? You only get like separate.
No.
Yeah.
No, there's no achievement for everything.
I wish they did that. It gives you more. There's more. Some bigger goal to get all the. Yeah, it's better incentive to get all the relics if there's like a final achievement. I think the title was the Insatiable for all the relics in A Realm Reborn. I wish they brought that back.
That was good.
Yeah, but that was only the first step as well.
Yeah, but that was the base relic.
That's fine. I personally don't like that there's achievements for every step of every different class's relic as it is right now.
No.
It makes it very overwhelming.
Did the Insatiable title not unlock at the second one though, when they became Zenith? Or was it just the base weapon?
It unlocked at the first stage. And you also didn't need the ninja weapon because it didn't exist at the time they made the Insatiable achievement.
Oh, there you go. Right. Having one at the end though, when the relic is all the relics are done, that is a bigger achievement, I guess.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there are harder achievements to get.
Yeah.
There are more difficult achievements.
That's true.
This question: are there more time-consuming achievements?
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget the impossible.
Honest Gillionaire, I think, is quite a time-consuming
one. I don't even want to try. So the weapons should glow at the end, but not this time. Not during this patch.
Don't give me that.
Well, that makes sense.
That. Should glow.
Oh, they will 100%. With regards to the first step they introduced in patch 5.2, you should be able to solo through the majority of it. Again, majority. There might just be trusts. He might be talking about trusts in patch.
I think they're just saying that just because, you know, just in case there will be people who struggle with it probably.
Yeah.
But it's just that it's generally soloable.
But content. If you can't solo it, how the fuck are you going to get through it?
I'll get better at playing the game.
Yeah, but can you bring friends? Well, that would involve an instance where friends can join.
Field-based stuff.
Are we getting a zone?
No, we aren't. But I'm just, as I said, I'm assuming anything that is
it a fate?
Soloable.
It's a fate.
No, anything that's not soloable will be similar to the Red Chocobo thing, where if you're not good at the game, you will die.
Yeah, but someone can heal you.
Yes.
I smell a fate.
Okay.
In patch 5, you're gonna just wait and see. There's gonna be at least one fate. In patch 5.35, they'll be adding a new field type of content they haven't had in the game. A new field type of content they haven't had in the game before. They will be organizing 2 routes for the Save the Queen Relic quest. One is using the new field type of content to enhance your weapon, and the other is gathering/collecting items to enhance your weapon in other content.
This is what we asked for.
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
They've finally done it. Can you mix and match within the step? Can you
You can pick.
I want to go to
there are 2 routes, so you can. I guess you'd pick one and then you stick with that.
You have to do it.
I think so. I don't think Spaghetti Code is able to mix both routes.
Probably not.
That's what I suspect as well.
So
you have one opportunity to pick, and that's what you have to stick with.
Yeah,
it's probably just a currency, though. To be honest, some kind of.
Yeah,
if it was a currency or like a kettle, again, another kettle.
It's probably like a light farming or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to.
Everyone's favorite.
Doable.
Maybe we farm Shadow this time.
I hope you're able to still go
Shadow
into
Cattle.
I hope you're still able to go into the multiplayer instance if you choose to do the solo version of the Relic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Well, he's been Well, he doesn't say it here. Oh, yeah, sorry. They do have plans for adding something like the Baldessian Arsenal, and the game experience will change for each update. You can obtain armor in a certain location, but if they were asked if it's enhanceable, they would say not really. So there is relic armor, but not something you can enhance.
I just assume we're making the dyeable version of the artifact here, and that's it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. Well, that's
well, as
interesting.
long as you don't have a Pagos step, I'll do it.
They're not going back to Pagos. Pagos is dead.
They've seen the drop-off. They know that was where they made their mistakes.
Yeah. All right. On to Ruby Weapon. The Ruby Weapon fight will have a checkpoint. If you wipe in the second half of the fight, you will start from the second half instead of the very beginning.
Excellent.
Does that mean we're getting 2 tokens?
What?
From the extreme?
From the extreme, because we had that with Hades.
Oh, because it was so long.
Yeah, but Hades didn't have a checkpoint.
No, it didn't have.
That's also true, but that surely implies this was even longer.
Yeah, but the fact that there's a checkpoint sort of makes it easier.
It makes
it wipe on the second half.
Yeah.
Right. This series might introduce other weapons as well. The dev name for this content is the Weapon Series, so you should be able to look forward to that too. So maybe Emerald.
Emerald and Sapphire.
Yeah. Which one's underwater? Is it Emerald?
Emerald was underwater.
Yeah.
I believe.
Chat just brought this up, and it's also the last stop point. The extreme will give 2 tokens still.
Yeah. Oh, will it? Oh yeah, sorry. The rewards will be weapons. The full interview stated that the Ruby Weapon will also grant 2 totems because the fight/cutscenes in it is long. Cutscenes.
Is going to be like another Byakko thing?
The face transition is probably that's probably going to be. That's not a cutscene.
I don't think they mean Byakko. I think they're like how the cutscene in like Seiryu is like more like just under 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Or how Hades has a very long transition as well.
Yeah. Do you think they're introducing the weapons now because the 7 remake is coming out? And they were like,
I could see that.
Oh, we have the weapons, by the way. We have all the cool weapons. FF7
crossover is going to happen.
Oh, hell yeah.
As long as they don't add in the Jade one.
Oh, Diamond Weapon. That would have to be the last one, right? Diamond.
Do you think,
which one was
Diamond? Do you think they'll
Diamond
this
marched
is
against the Midgar, I think.
Oh yeah, right.
Do you think we'll get Diamond, or do you think they'll use that as like a setup for something that will actually be used in the main scenario of next expansion?
Yeah, because
we'll
the
just
Diamond
get
is
Ruby,
a real
Sapphire,
threat.
and Emerald.
Yeah.
We'll just get
Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
We've already got Ultimate, technically.
Yeah.
All these are just Gundams. I've never got it. But they're just Gundams.
Yeah, they're piloted, but they are weapons.
In our world, they are just weapons.
Yeah.
Piloted weapons.
Yeah. He does specify, though, for you, Mela, I feel like this is speaking directly to you. Ruby Weapon is a little harder than the other extreme primals. It's just what you wanted.
Have you cleared Hades Extreme yet, Mela?
No, we never did on stream.
Oh, well, I was just wondering if you did in your own time.
No, I don't like other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
I understand.
They have quite a lot of.
We can do it sometime. We could try.
We can.
Yeah.
Okay. They have quite a lot of new mechanics. The new type of player might have an easy time clearing it. Note, the new type he refers to here doesn't mean a new player. A new type refers to an extremely skilled pilot with abnormal human abilities in the robot anime Gundam, and their ability to predict attacks beforehand is what Yoshida is talking about. There you go.
Hey.
Yeah?
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
That's it. What happens when you live in space too long? You become a new type.
Yeah. You'll be able to fight comfortably if you can imagine/envision where an AoE indicator will move to next. Oh, okay. Is this why he did? Is this why he was so angry at third-party apps because they could predict AoEs? That's why.
Possibly,
yeah. They'll re-enable it after this patch.
The first phase and the second phase are entirely different, and the arena will also look different. It's been a while.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That really sets up well with the changes you're making to waymarks. Thank goodness there's a checkpoint where you'll be able to use them once you wipe on the second
that's...
part.
Oh my god. It's
So
all
going
coming
forward,
together now. Oh my.
We might have more checkpoints.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a while since they couldn't clear the content, probably referring to Extreme on their first try during the test. That is not an indication of whether or not the fight is hard. That they couldn't clear it. Because they've said this about fights before, and they've not been hard. Like, it's been like, oh, this is a difficult fight. None of our people on our team could clear it, and then it's cleared in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They normally say that about Savages, though, not Extremes.
Yeah, that's true. The rewards, we said that. 2 totems. So there you go.
It'll probably be this expansion's Shinryu.
Yeah.
The Ruby weapon?
If it's going to be harder than Hades...
Yeah, they did say that this is supposed to be harder. It's harder than the other trials so far. So far, we haven't had that many trials yet, but...
Yeah.
And if they keep getting harder, they're even better. Because there seems to be a theme where they start to tail off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, it'll be interesting.
I'm excited for Ruby Weapon.
Yeah,
Are we gonna do the extreme and actually do it this time? Yeah. Okay.
We'll try it. Why not?
Yeah, sure.
we'll try again.
We have to. It's the Ruby weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Eden's vs. Savage. In the previous Eden's Gate raids, they reduced the required damage by around 15%, but they didn't do that this time. So it will be simply harder. Also, the first half is harder than the second half. So Yoshida said you'll be fine after reaching the second half.
What does that mean?
So they've made the first half is like the difficult part, and then the second part is like nothing. Well, it's probably still hard.
Why would you format it like that?
That's how I've been doing it for a while, though, isn't it? Like floors or pub stompers.
Yeah.
And then
No, only this expansion, I think.
Wasn't it like that with
no.
last couple tiers of Omega?
What was the second tier of Omega? No, because it was the Guardian that was the hardest one.
Oh.
The last one, though. What was the first one? There was something then mid
Chaos.
Chaos.
Oh, he wasn't too. I mean the first one of the last tier. Was that Chaos?
Yeah, it was Chaos.
That was Chaos. Yeah.
God, I really can't remember.
Well, the first half
the
of...
first one was Outer Void, wasn't it?
Yeah. Remember the first half of Alexander was definitely that. Like that was where all the statics fell apart in both the first and second
Green Days
tier.
They
What?
found their feet yet.
The Green Days? Is that what you called it?
Yeah, they had. It was when their greener days when
Oh,
they weren't as
right.
experienced.
Okay.
No, Mela. They made a mistake with Alex. They've already
Yeah,
The days of Cruise Chaser.
Yeah. Oh, Midas was.
Cruise Chaser was good.
Midas was a good tier. I liked Midas.
That was Creator.
Except for that trash boss. Remember? Is that Midas or is that the last
Creator
one?
was the last one.
Oh, was that where you fight all the goblins?
Oh no, that's Gordius.
Oh, that's Gordius. Of course it is.
Yeah, that's the trash pulls.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. First floor will be Ramu. Second floor will be against both Ifrit and Garuda in one fight. So they're giving us the primals in the beginning, and then the third floor will differ a little, and fourth floor is a secret. And the fourth floor will also have the fanciest effects / performance out of them all.
Cute.
Yeah.
So what I've seen theorized about this is so clearly we're missing a Shiva fight. We have not returned the element of ice from what we've seen.
No.
To the empty. Do you think the Shiva fight will be saved for the final tier, or do you think it will be the fourth fight of this tier?
I think it's going to be saved for the next one. I think they want to do. That could probably be like the first one.
First one of the next.
The next tier. It's like, all right, this is the last one, and then like, oh no, there's something coming at us for the last tiers.
Yeah. Oh my god, just a giant heel. That would be funny. That's just a giant ice heel.
I remember, her stepping on me.
Yeah.
My head got squashed.
It's just a big heel.
Yeah. I mean, we know one of these ones they haven't said is that bird one.
What is this German translation that chat is on about?
There was some sort of leaks for
Leak?
German.
Not lakes.
It's not a leak. It's just a translation of something.
It's not a leak. It was just a translation.
Oh, translation? Okay, yeah. But they give hints for the last 2 floors.
Well, what are they?
I don't know what they are.
I think it's just the words. I think it's just the words used to describe each of the tiers. And in English, the 4th fight is called Refulgence, I believe.
That refers to...
Excellent question, Nikhil. I don't know what that word means.
Shining very brightly.
Oh.
Refulgent blue eyes.
Yeah, a radiant or resplendent quality of state. Brilliance. Light. Oh, is it light and darkness? It's going to be that?
Oh, is it the bird one?
No, yeah, surely that's not the 4th fight. The 3rd fight.
The bird one looks...
Yeah, that one looks like light.
Boring.
But
yeah, that's probably just the first phase.
But
if it's the first phase, fine.
Surely that's not the 4th fight, because what is the 3rd fight then?
Yeah.
Why would they hide...
The 4th floor is a secret, so it's obviously not, because they've shown the...
Yeah, the 3rd fight has to be the birds.
Maybe it's Gaia.
Be weird to throw her in there now in the 2nd tier.
She's woken up and she's... Well, there was that weird cutscene where she's got that like red mage focus that's stealing the darkness out of her.
Oh, and then she's like bathing in motor oil.
Yeah. So there's lots that can happen.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. We'll see soon.
We'll find out in 2 days, 3 days time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like we've talked at length about ocean fishing, but we will do it. We will get through this. I hope everyone has seen that meme that's been going around with the you know, the one where they say
with all the text.
Yeah, and when they're excited.
Yeah, that's a fun. It's like I made it. I didn't make it, by the way. It's just it's perfect. The perfect meme. All right. You can join us, level 1 fisher. A ghost ship. Leaves Liminsa's port every 2 real-life hours. They'll have 2 routes, A and B, in patch 5.2, and they are planning on adding more in future patches. You will need to be at the port to board the ship.
Wow.
What ship?
Well, yeah. But it's just how...
That's one way of making it feel like it's part of the real world.
I get so angry, because I've been thinking the more I think about it, the more annoyed I get, because you have to stay at the ferry docks for 15 minutes. Why couldn't you be on the boat for 15 minutes?
No, you don't have to stay at the ferry docks for 15 minutes. As soon as 24 people sign up, you'll get thrown into the instance.
Well, if not, you will have to wait there for 15 minutes.
Yes,
Wouldn't it not make sense that you were on board the ship at that point? Wouldn't it be more Sorry, I won't talk about this anymore. I'm so done with it. But
they've already made it like this.
It really is very strange. It is very strange. Even the way this is listed, it doesn't make any sense. One ship carries 24 people, so each ship will leave as soon as you have 24 people. If the number exceeds 24 players, you will be put on queue for the next ship. You are guaranteed to board as long as you apply, and the boat ride will be approximately 30 minutes. Certain fish will trigger an event/phase, and if anyone on the ship catches it, the big haul phase will begin. You are free to leave whenever you want, but you need to stay until the end if you want your fishing points to be settled, tentative. However, the fish you catch and the experience you gain from it will be calculated on the spot.
That's a physical experience points rather than just the experience of it all.
Yeah.
Yes.
That will actually be a negative.
There are fish that are affected by the weather and also fish that are limited to certain time frames and sea zones. They have future plans in their heads for events such as trying to catch one huge fish with everyone on board and other new fun content for fishers. Welcome aboard the Ghost Ship.
See, it's a good premise.
I know.
They just didn't quite stick to it.
I hate the fact that it's in its own instance as well.
Yeah, it's really frustrating.
Because we could have literally had a ship that would come in. Like, if you're in, let's not use Costa. Let's say you're outside of Aleport, and you'll just suddenly see a ship sail in and then come to a stop. You don't even have to put the people on it, but that would be a plus. You can do it. It's only 24 people, but I understand because they have multiple boats, right? There are multiple instances, right? Isn't that what?
Yeah, there's lots of instances of the same boat.
If there are 24 people, yeah, I think this is
why.
Instead
of having to board at Imps, it does its full tour and stops at every port along the way, and you can join in at any. Yeah,
so that the people on the boat could see Aleport with the people, because that's still just one. I don't know how they would solve this, but
They obviously couldn't.
They obviously could. I don't think they... whatever. Spaghetti. Okay, although they do have plans... Moving on. Although they do have plans... This is the big news. Although they do have plans, the deep dungeon type of content might be on break this time, because they have so much other new content. So,
what new content?
Well, they are trying to prepare a variety of content that revolves around lifestyle type of content.
Oh,
Yeah.
In patch 5.3 and onwards.
More performance features.
Oh, what's next? Dance where you click buttons and you do a dance for each different type of button you click?
Hell yeah.
Well, I don't know why it's not listed here, but I think I read somewhere that they were working on something else instead of Deep Dungeon. Like, that would be different, although don't quote me on it because I can't really.
Lifestyle dungeon. Lifestyle type content.
I want that dating sim.
More good news coming up. The next ultimate won't be implemented in patch 5.3, and it would probably arrive during the latter half of the patch 5.x series instead, implying 5.5. We'll be checking. Okay, so there you go.
That's the most upsetting 3 paragraphs that I've ever heard. I like the deep dungeon because it aids in leveling quickly.
Well,
and they're fun for the first few weeks.
I will say Heaven
and
on High was.
I love Ultimate.
I think Heaven on High was a little disappointing because
I agree.
It was the same system, and they just added like the primal thing to clear floors.
It was bad, and the themes lasted too
long.
Well,
it wasn't bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It was
no, it wasn't
disappointing.
Innovative.
It was just a reskinned Palace of the Dead. Even the rooms were the same. Remember, like they were the same structure, except for that like one new gimmick where there was just
empty. The big Gary's
room. Yeah,
the Gary's room.
Yeah.
Let's play prop one on it.
So.
Oh well.
Well, I like the fact that they're trying something new. I have to keep saying that because I don't like it when an MMO gets stuck and they just keep shitting out the same shit. Because that's what I felt like Heaven on High was becoming. Or sorry, Deep Dungeon. Also, Heaven on High wasn't even like done the same way as Deep Dungeon. It wasn't as good as Palace of the Dead. Like Palace of the Dead had the ranking shit, like the really like difficult to reach like top floor. Remember with what is that achievement called? Remember how long it took for someone to get that? Yeah. Heaven on High can't hold a candle. Yeah.
No, I agree.
To Palace of the Dead.
Because it took about 2 or 3 years, I think.
Took a long ass time. Yeah.
And that was a big achievement. And then Heaven on High was done like the same week or a few months after, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the same week, but it was done fast.
It was done very quickly. Palace of the Dead has story. There was a lot of stuff with Palace of the Dead, which Heaven on High didn't really have. Yeah, it was Galmora as well, which is of course big plus point. Heaven on High was more like, oh, there's this like big Jenga tower in the worst zone in Stormblood, and
really?
No,
do you not agree that the Ruby Sea was not the worst zone in Stormblood? It was the gimmick zone.
I'm trying to think of the other zones to compare them, but
I think the Peaks is the worst zone.
Then the Ruby Sea.
Yes.
Ugh!
Wow.
Bad taste.
Nice time in the Ruby Sea.
Okay. Let's move on. I do have to agree with. No, I feel like there's a lot of bad areas in Stormblood. Like Irabania is brown. Sorry, I keep thinking about it. All right. That's that, I guess. Let's move on to the actual main story.
Patch notes.
Yes.
Patch notes. We are going to look at the patch notes, and we will obviously not read all the stuff that we've read before, stuff that we know about. But we'll
Are you going to share them?
Yes.
Share them
I will do that. Let's have a look.
Cut out me asking about it, because that would look unprofessional.
Wait, hold on. Let me just move this, actually. Right. Nope. There it is.
Oh.
We did it. Right.
Oh.
So, here are the patch notes. New main scenario quests, of course. There's quite a lot of them.
Quite a lot.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get the name of one of them.
There's 10.
There's
Old
10.
enemies,
We always get the name of the first quest.
Yeah. Old
That's
enemies, new
literally
threats.
about
That's
Garlemald,
Garlemald.
just
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Chronicles of a New Era quest. Sorrows of Weralt. Yeah, there is only one.
Ruby Doomsday.
Well, obviously, because this is the unlock quest for Ruby Weapon, isn't it? So yeah. Eden has.
It requires you.
Oh.
Well, quickly, the Sorrow of Weralt requires you to finish the first main scenario quest.
Yeah, because this is tied to Gaius, so they're doing the split off MSQ thing that we talked about, where they he goes off in a different direction.
Like that. Sorry.
It is happening much earlier than it did with Soroban, where he stuck around with us for a couple main scenario quests.
Yeah. So next is Eden. There's
Away with the Fairy.
Yeah, singular as well.
Yeah.
So then maybe a Pixie's joining in.
There's actually a lot of quests here as well.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is the one that everyone is upset about, because the final quest of Eden requires the completion of a main scenario quest. Now, this is what I said that was going to happen. They would have to. I always suspected that they would tie the MSQ together with the Eden storyline eventually, and that's what they're doing now. And now you have to complete the MSQ to unlock, I guess, the last part of Eden, or the last fight.
I like that.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well,
or it's just one of these posts.
Or this is the post.
Yeah, I think this will be a post quest. I don't think all the world first people need to be worried.
This is what people are worried about, though, because that's why people are so outraged right now, because they're like, oh no, we have to skip MSQ to do the fight.
You made the decision to be a world first racer.
They probably will actually have to skip MSQ, because the Savage probably won't be unlockable until after.
There you go.
That's true.
There you go. So they do still have to do that.
Unless it is just some sort of post quest that is
I don't
not
see why.
sensitive.
I don't see why that would be the case. They've never done that before.
I think that's really funny, because no matter how fast you're frantically clicking and escaping and stuff, you're still going to be losing. They're going to be so frustrated watching the story flash before them.
I also hope that they have cutscenes that cannot be skipped.
Oh, that would be so funny.
That would be funny. Good God.
They've got to do 8 quests for Eden as well.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. I mean, it is strange because this is what they've said before. They've that's why they do this on every expansion, where they have 2 weeks later that's when they release the Savage mode, so that people don't have to rush through the MSQ. And now they literally have to if they want to participate in the world race, which is the thing that the devs support. What?
Apparently, every patch, whenever they release Savages during, excluding launch, they always release Savage at the same time as normal.
Oh yeah. We've been through this before. Yeah. We've talked about this. But not this. MSQ tying the raid to an MSQ is very.
I like this though, because look at Aram Reborn, the Bahamut, that's such an important part of the story, and you just completely skip it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Look who it is.
Next, Yora Dark Apocalypse. What?
Very surprising.
There's 2 quests. So that's interesting. I like that though. I like that because that sort of keeps the story fresh in your mind for another patch.
Yeah. I can't even remember where we left off. Was 2B or whatever, 2P dead at this point?
Yeah, she's
asleep.
Powered off.
Yeah. So I guess she wakes up or something, right?
Probably. I don't know.
This is similar to how the first quest for this storyline was available before any proper reveal of it.
Right, yeah. They added a new side story quest for Fisher. That's obviously the ocean fishing. The Kitari Beast tribe. We see where they are now. Oh, look at the Screes. They have little hats.
I want to be a Scree with a hat.
Well, we just call them Screes. Yeah, so we
I want to be the one with the little green hat.
Okay.
One of you can be the miner.
Okay. this is where they are. They're at the east side of
that doesn't
Great Wood.
exist yet.
No,
I was in there.
No.
I was thinking, where is it?
Yeah, it comes with the quest sync and stuff. There's a lot of quests, obviously. So
you need to complete the Great Serpent of Ronka quests if you want to do this. So
Oh, yeah.
do that now. And if you haven't done that already, why haven't you done that already?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Should have.
One of the best quests in the game.
Do it now before the patch comes out.
For maintenance.
The weather fair skies has been added to Limeg in its finished state.
Shut up! Just shut up! I told you don't read this one.
That's why I read it. I wanted to read it. Okay.
So much.
This also, an Aetheryte shard for the Doman Enclave docks has been added to the Doman Enclave.
I like this. I really appreciate this because there's currently no easy way to get to the docks when you're at the Domain Enclave.
That's true, but
yeah.
This would have been useful an expansion ago.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
It's useful to people doing the Domain Enclave now. Hey,
That's not me.
Don't skip the new things. That
Why are you doing this?
Plus.
No, Georgi, we cannot read this, but they've added new chapters.
Important.
No, it's not. New chapters been added to New Game Plus. This.
It's just the raid series and some of the funny side contents.
What is Tales from Dragonsong War, by the way? Is that the post Heavensward quest where you go on that little like reflective
I think so.
Yeah, probably. All right, Fates. That's the
new
end of
items.
Fates. Yeah, there are new items available. They've added new gemstone trading items. Treasure hunt. They've added new stuff to that. But this.
Whoa. Look at that majestic
a new
European house.
Yeah, a new housing style, or a new housing. What do you call it? Walls. Exterior is what they call it.
Wrong color scheme though. It needs to have a white background with dark oak, like dark wood beams, is what you really want.
It's very first-esque.
Yeah, it's very first. Looks like a Colusian house almost.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah,
it's got a board on the walls, like a hunt board.
It does have that.
Both sides.
It also has a sign above the door. Does it say welcome or something? I think so.
Welcome. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool. And it's not.
Is that a mansion or a house? Do you think?
Oh, I don't. It doesn't have. Georgi pointed it out. It doesn't have a balcony, which leads me to think it might just be a
but
house.
It's 3 stories.
Oh, it's 3 stories.
It's very chunky.
Yeah, it is very chunky for.
If that's a medium, it's a very chunky.
But
one.
on a mansion, do you not have 4 windows on the 2 lower floors? I can't remember what our house looks like.
It depends on the style of house, I believe.
Yeah. To me, this looks medium, but
yeah, I'm feeling
it does look
because mansion is way wider.
Like the plot itself
Yeah.
It's on smaller too, like it's in the corner.
Yeah.
Mansions are usually in the center of.
So the mansion might have balcony. All right. This is good. We talked about it already, but solo players may now advance in production phases in the company crafting.
Anyone who has their own solo free company don't need to like
or any free company, because it is, believe it or not, sometimes it is difficult to get 4 players out of what they're doing to go into crafting mode.
And a lot of the time you just are working on one of these projects on your own.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need everyone to come and contribute all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, they have raised. No, it is 30. So why are people?
I was fucking right.
Yeah. See, I agree with you, Georgi. I was very upset when we were reporting on this the first time, and everyone was like, "It's a joke! It's a joke!" And I'm like, "Where is this? Where? I need a source that's claiming."
What is interesting is that it goes to 30, but the rewards only go up to 20.
Yeah. So apparently they said it as a joke, but it's not a joke. And all
in the patch notes.
It's in the patch notes.
Well, sometimes you need to be able to read into when people
We've been
are
redeemed. We've been redeemed.
Being serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, do one of those black and white things.
Let's go back. Black and white. Go. No, I'm not doing that. Right. So
only 2 of the entitlements are of great value, but
yes.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Having 5 compartments is really big, actually.
That's very useful.
Yeah.
And it means we as the only 4 people that can activate actions in our free company right now, we can We can stock up on more.
Yeah.
That's true. We can stock up on more.
So for our audio listeners, I'll just read it out for them. So it goes from 8 to 30. Rank 10 increases the number of company chest compartments to 4. 12 increases the maximum number of inactive company actions. 15 increases the number of company chest compartments to 5. So you're getting 2 in total extra if you get to 15. 18 increases the maximum number of inactive company actions, and 20 is the same thing, increases the maximum number of inactive company actions.
It doesn't say by how much. I'd love it if it's only 1 each time.
It is
and
probably
then you
just 1.
Horrible number of 13.
Yeah.
I can fill with so many reduced fees.
Well, 2 more compartments to the FC chest is
very
That's
big.
Really good.
Been waiting for that for so long. Our company chest is a fucking mess. It's full.
Yeah, you can store so much more furniture in there now.
Finally, because our storeroom is full already almost. So good.
A little bit of an idea for Square Enix. Maybe at rank 30. Just maybe increase the maximum of active company actions by 1. Maybe that would be a nice reward.
I don't know.
Because they're not that strong. It would just be nice to have like the crafting, gathering, and normal XP all at once.
Yeah. Okay, on to housing. Private estates in housing wards 19 to 21 added in patch 5.1 are now available for purchase.
Not just for FCs anymore.
Oh,
right, yeah.
For private
right.
purchase.
I'd forgotten about them, to be honest.
They've added furnishings from the 14 furnishing design contest.
The bomb cold.
Oh, the bomb.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, the rocking chair. Oh god, it's got a little scream. You see it?
Oh,
it's got a little
rocking
scream.
Oh, there he is.
Old woman rocking chair.
Yeah, that bed does not look comfortable.
White thing.
No,
it's just a wooden frame with a. Is that
It's really ugly bed.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't like it that much. I don't know what the white thing is.
That's for photo.
That's a photo wall.
Yeah. Then there's an outside wall
really
piece with some
very pretty
flowers and rose bushes.
Yes. Some rose bushes. Yeah.
New furnishings. Square Enix designed furnishings. These are those
blocky and ugly at now?
There's like a picnic table almost looks like with
a rabbit.
A rabbit. Oh yeah, there's a little rabbit.
Some like block. Is that a cheese storage?
Oh, I think so.
I love cheese. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I love cheese.
I love cheese. I don't think the wallpaper and flooring is new, right? That's
no,
still
I don't
exists.
think so. I think
that's in game now. Okay.
I like the trees. They look nice.
I love the trees. The Lakeland tree and the.
I hope the Lakeland tree. I hope the square of grass is separate from the tree.
Oh boy.
I think the square of grass is hideous.
Why is it square?
Why isn't it round or like realistically shaped?
Okay, our raw mannequins are now available, finally.
Yes!
What's not available still?
Viera and Rothgar?
Viera and Rothgar, is that it?
Oh, Rogadin.
Yeah,
Rogadin are in.
They did Mikote, then they...
Lalafell?
Rogadin and Lalafell. No, Rogadin and Lalas was like second because they wanted to do something huge and something small.
Yeah, all the important races are in then.
Yeah, there's just the 2 new ones. New orchestrion roles have been added. Not specifying, of course. These are the preliminaries. New aquarium fish.
Scary fish.
Scary fish.
It's got a big mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
New seed for flower pots as usual. Hyacinth bulbs. They look nice.
They do, and they're going to be able to turn into possibly corsages or headpieces or both.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's so many more things to collect.
Yeah. I like this. Angler's prints have been added to housing. Your latest catch can now be printed on a canvas to be displayed in your apartment or residence. Depending on the size of the fish, one of the following canvases will be required. So there's the small, medium, large, and extra large angler's canvas.
That's pretty cool.
I agree, because it's really nice art.
It is weird you have to sacrifice a fish to get to do this.
Yeah, so it says once a canvas is placed, accessing it will allow you to select a suitable fish from your inventory. Fish will be discarded once printed on a canvas. Only creatures listed in the fish guide can be printed on an angler's canvas.
Are we just like putting it in like ink and stamping it against the canvas and throwing it away?
But then it dies because of the
So again, this is the disappointing part of the system, because I thought it would be based on what you have caught, because every time you catch a new fish, you get that print on screen, like it shows up.
Yes.
But no, you have to somehow just use the fish to get the print.
There were two options they could have gone for: using the ones you've collected and going to Bob Ross in Idleshire, or making a crafting recipe for every single fish in the game.
Oh, that's horrible.
Which would be a bit much.
Awful.
Don't say that.
So they went for this odd one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at
New
least
housing estate tags.
Yeah, new estate tags under renovation and concert hall.
I'm gonna have under renovation now forever.
Never be done.
In the Manderville Gold Saucer, the Falling City of Nim. The Falling City of Nim, interesting, has been added to the Gate Leap of Faith. In accordance with this new addition, the previously available stage will now be referred to as the Fall of Beladiah. So,
fine.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. The following adjustments announced. So there are some changes to the gate schedule following this. Every hour on the hour Earth time, you'll have Cliffhanger, Air Force One, Leap of Faith, the Fall of Beladiah. Hourly, 20 minutes past the hour Earth time, Any Way the Wind Blows, The Slice is Right, Leap of Faith, The Falling City of Nim. And then every 40 minutes past the hour Earth time, Air Force One, The Slice is Right, Leap of Faith, The Falling City of Nim.
Oh, that's one too many Air Force Ones.
Yes, I agree.
I agree.
Would probably... I would switch one of Any Way the Wind Blows and The Slice is Right from the second slot to the first one, so that there's always a chance of a main stage event.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I agree, yeah.
Get rid of the first Air Force One and have Wind Blows, I think.
New cards for Triple Triad, not worth mentioning.
That Therian card is very powerful.
The 999?
Go back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is very powerful.
I like there's a bastard around as well.
I think the Demon Mahjong change is very funny, because now when you're losing at Mahjong, you can go shit talk them afterwards.
When playing Doman Mahjong, an opponent's home world can now be confirmed via the opponent list. So
why do I need this information?
Time to harass players.
I'm gonna DM you.
Yeah, new prizes are available for purchase using MGP, and it's like a fucking rabbit.
Easter rabbit.
Yeah, well, it's not Easter. Is it an Easter rabbit? No, it's just a rabbit.
No, but
I think it's just a rabbit.
Yeah.
It looks static, but it's not in a housing district.
Yeah, we were a little
confused.
confused.
It's a minion.
Yeah,
he's just sitting down, chilling. He's vibing.
Yeah, it also looks.
Yeah, but look at its vacant expression.
It also looks oddly like high, like quality for a minion. But,
yeah.
That might be the future of certain minions, because we do also have. Remember, we have the Palico from Monster Hunter.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Also, miscellaneous. The following songs can now be played using Performance, Eternal Wind, and the Mushroomery.
Oh, Mushroomery.
Using Performance Assistance. So, like,
Performance Assistance. Yeah.
You've always been able to play these songs if you were capable of it.
Yeah. A meditation.
2 more songs.
Yeah. A battle system. Meditation gauge has finally been added for Samurai. So
wow.
That's good.
Wish I knew what that did.
It's so you can do the fancy skill they added.
Yeah, the new dungeon we know about. The music for certain instance dungeon boss.
Inventory clutter. Certain items such as
we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
That's good. But this one is confusing.
Is weird. The music for certain instance dungeon boss battles introduced in patches 5.0 and 5.1 has been adjusted.
Why?
What dungeon boss battles would they adjust the music for? Is there
maybe just?
I don't know.
Has there ever been a mismatch in any dungeon that you guys can remember?
I would like it if they changed the.
Rollo,
you're
full.
Sorry.
I would like it if they changed the mini boss music for pretty much all of the leveling dungeons, but I don't think that's what's happening.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Right, so, moving on. To help alleviate inventory clutter, certain items such as Void Scent, Blood, and Bat Fangs will no longer drop from enemies in instance dungeons! Woo! No more Void Scent Blood! I'm so tired of... And the fucking Bat Fangs!
And you get an HQ and NQ version of them all in one run.
I do kind of hope they don't remove pudding flesh from some of the dungeons.
Oh, agreed. I need pudding flesh.
Because pudding flesh is very hard to obtain
That's
otherwise.
true. That's true.
It only drops from like leave quest enemies.
Yeah, that's true.
So much dynamite web.
Oh, that too.
Dynamite
Dynamite.
Really,
That's actually quite useful.
Valuable. I
Yeah.
actually like
very
that.
valuable.
Yeah.
Too much.
I'll have all your dynamite web.
Cinderdrift and Cinderdrift Extreme. So let's see. What's the item level? 470 is the eye level requirement for the extreme
I
version.
wonder what my eye level is.
The normal mode is 455. Okay. Gunbreaker and Dancer weapons are now available from coffers that appear after completing the Minstrel's Ballad Shinryu's domain.
Very weird.
That is weird.
Why just Shinryu?
I don't know.
I suspect because they're making crafted Shinryu weapons soon, and they want them to have those as well.
Yeah.
Well, we're not nearly at Shinryu if we're going in order.
I don't know, Mela.
What's next then, if we're going in order?
Zervan.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then
Lakshmi.
Yeah.
Byakko.
No, not Lakshmi.
No,
Susano.
Susano.
Then Lakshmi. Then
Lakshmi doesn't have weapons.
No.
No, she had accessories. You're right.
Yeah.
Rings.
All right. The drop rate for Faye, Gwyber, Trumpet, and Innocent Gwyber? What is this? Gwyber Trumpet has been increased.
It's the
Dragonling.
Dragon.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
And you can buy them now as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Eden. We don't need to talk about that. We have already talked about it, but it does specify that the entry requirements. No, it doesn't actually specify the MSQ.
The eye level?
Yes, I can. Eye level 455, but that's normal.
For normal.
Savage has
and
470 for full. Oh, it has all the names here.
It does have the names. I was going to bring this up. So we got
Formation,
which is Iconoclasm is interesting.
Iconoclasm. So Refulgence is the last one.
It's a social belief in the importance of the destruction of icons and images or monuments.
Is that iconoclasm?
Yeah.
Yeah, iconoclasm. Yeah.
What a word. That could literally mean anything in the context of the game.
Yeah.
Huh,
that is interesting. So 470 for the first one, 475 for the second, and 480
I think that's normal
for the third and fourth. Yeah, I think.
And then 120 minutes for the last phase, so it's going to have a fun extra bit.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. There's no point going through. Everything else seems to be the same. The
healing potency up change is nice.
The healing potency up effect gained from the Echo now applies to all HP restoration actions rather than healing spells only. So your second wind or whatever, what is it called? The melee heal? Is that called second wind?
Well, I was thinking more things like lustrate or all my off GCD heals as a scholar.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like it'll also apply to classes that don't normally heal, that heal through actions.
Blood for blood.
Yeah.
Or it's not called
I know you don't care, Georgi, but I care. Okay. It's good for us as well, Georgi. That means that they can heal themselves better. So
I
we
don't trust
have
other people to heal themselves.
I know, I don't either, but
I do if I'm a red mage.
Okay. Right. They added the Echo to Hades, so that's cool.
Oh, we can beat that then.
Yeah. Copied factories, coffer reward restrictions have been removed.
We gotta get our coins.
Yeah. They've made changes to the Epic of Alexander. They've removed the weekly restriction for the totem, and item level will now be synced to 475.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. And then there's all the new stuff that we've already talked about. They're moving things around. I think this is basically it.
They're bringing back the level 80 roulette to go alongside the expert roulette.
Oh yeah, right. They did say that. Yeah, I can't go back.
So Amarot twinning Academia Oneida and Grand Cosmos will be the 80 roulette, and no. Amarot twinning Academia Oneida will be the 80 roulette. Grand Cosmos and Anamnesis Oneida will be the expert board.
God, we're gonna have so many.
Okay, we'll quickly touch on items. They show off
That's the tombstone gear.
This is the tombstone gear. We've talked about this, I think.
Yeah.
I really like the white mage cane.
Nice.
This is the ranged physical DPS gear design contest winner.
Good.
That gear has been
this
added.
gear set.
This is very
crafted.
nice. Yeah, this is crafted.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
This next
I
one's
really
very
like
weird.
Ooh.
Toga.
I'm to be a Roman.
They've added togas to the game, but I feel like this is probably linked to Dalmasca, because look at where they're standing.
That's a good point.
And we are
The
going
blue sky
towards a Dalmascan. I feel like the story is like slightly pivoting towards Dalmasca now, from what the glimpses we've seen. And remember, Bosja Citadel as well. So this is just probably in theme with where we're going now.
I don't like this one.
Which one?
New Master Recipe books.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, such a ball.
I hate those.
Just use your scripts, dude. Just save them up.
Yeah, start saving up your scripts, everyone. You can no longer use Mission Ceruleum because you don't need it to get to the diadem anymore.
I might buy one then, just in case they get rid of them. So
I love this.
I've always got one.
I love.
We have a bunch of them in our housing thing.
Yeah, the following items are now categorized as seafood,
I hate
not
this
bone. There's just coral, cloud coral, blue coral, gloaming coral, heavens coral, and red
Start
sky
munching
coral.
on your cloud coral.
It's seafood.
No longer bone.
It's no longer bone. We've talked about the demi-materia. We've talked about this.
Umbrella somewhere in there.
New crafter actions.
Have been, yeah, these are the actions that have been removed. They're removing ingenuity and reuse.
No, new crafter actions.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the ones that have been removed, Georgi.
But the new one's above what you're talking about.
I will go up. I will go up, Georgi. Don't worry. We're fine.
you said you
We're
don't
running
go
out of
up
time.
anymore.
We have 2 minutes to go, Georgi.
I know
Don't worry.
that.
I've got this. New crafter actions have been added. Veneration acquired at level 15 increases efficiency of synthesis actions by 50% for the next 4 steps. Groundwork acquired at level 72 increases progress at a greater cost to durability. Efficiency decreases by half when durability is below durability cost.
This one means nothing to me.
No,
so I'll
these
just
are
never
new.
Use it.
They have adjusted
This one
inner
sounds good.
quiet, which now the control bonus can now exceed 3,000.
Wow.
Excellent.
Innovation effect change from increases efficiency or synthesis and touch actions by 20% for the next 4 steps. 2 increases efficiency of touch actions by 50% for the next 4 steps.
So they split innovation into 2 skills.
Yes, basically.
We did quickly skip. It's not worth that.
We can't.
The wedding outfit is now available to all genders.
Okay.
Love wins.
Well, okay. There's the calculations feature. It's been added to the crafting window. They're going through it here, but I feel like we've already talked about this at some point.
It's like the one we have now, but even more in depth.
Yeah, it's more in depth. It's more like a simulation.
Really useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've made changes to the crafting log. The required materials will now be displayed in blue, so it's easier to like see, differentiate what you actually need. Yeah. We can't talk about all. This is old stuff. A lot of this we've talked about before. They've made some adjustments to Fisher. Patience is now acquired at level 15. We used to get that at 51. GP cost reduced from 470 to 200, with the duration reduction from 145 to 60 seconds. So that's a big buff for Patience. Powerful hook set is now acquired at 15, previously 51. GP costs reduced from 74 to 50. Nice round number. Precision hook set now acquired at 15, previously level 56. And GP cost has been reduced from 85 to 50. So there you go, Fishers.
Jesus.
Favors don't exist anymore.
Yes, this is what I was looking for. Favors are gone.
I didn't even really understand.
Yeah, exactly. That was the point. It's just an annoying system. They can no longer be obtained from the Splendor's vendor in Idleshire. If you have any of these items in your possession, they can be exchanged for Rowena's token, Blue Gatherer Script, by speaking with the Splendor's vendor in Idleshire and selecting token reclamation. They can now be sold to vendors. The help text for these items has been updated accordingly.
No.
Items that could only be gathered while under favor effects can no longer be obtained, and adjustments have been made accordingly. So, Mela...
I need all of them!
Oh, Mela, I don't... You have a problem. Okay. Right, this is the fishing thing. They show the 3 exclamation points based on size of the fish.
That's nice.
And a lot of stuff about the fishing thing, which is just going to bother me. But I like this window, the completion thing, which shows you everything. It's like ending the diadem, if anyone remembers what that was like. New chocobo barding and the new mount. This is from the new fight. Ruby.
Gwibber.
Yeah. And then the cute fucking minions. It's a little Amaritine and then a little fat shark. Yeah.
I love them.
I really like them.
Okay. Right.
Kill is no longer a reward when submitting collectibles. Stupid change.
Yeah. Okay.
My money.
Give me more XP then, or more scripts.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we have time for. The rest are system updates.
Yeah.
Nothing major. I say that as I realize that there's one big update that is worth mentioning before we end today, and that is, let me switch to it. Following additions and adjustments have been made to fellowships. A notification will be displayed upon logging in if any of your fellowship has a new poll or message on the general tab. Woo! Finally! Yay! So that's fun. Okay.
They've also replaced /random with /dice.
Really?
Like thing, but
I think it's just the same. That you can use both.
You can still use /random.
What's the okay?
Yeah.
It's just for adding more options.
Yeah. Okay, well, on that note, thanks for watching this episode of Speakers of Eidolon. Remember, follow us on Twitter at SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersOfEidolon, YouTube.com /SpeakersXIV, ! Discord, in chat if you're watching live to join our Discord server, or if you're watching on demand, link is in the description. Remember the shirts. I don't know how to... you'll find it.
I think there's a link in the description.
Oh, yeah, there'll be a link in the description for it. And if you're watching...
But they won't be able to get it.
They will, but they won't be able to use the discount code. Why are you referring to that next time? I have to cut that out as well. Damn. Right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned if you're watching live for the post-show. Goodbye.
Goodbye.